Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is nne.simdi's kitchen. If you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. So today we're going to be looking at how to make plantain pottage. So for this we need our unripe plantain, very unripe, and our chopped onions, and then our stockfish and our dry fish, and of course our iced fish, totally optional, our cow skin, totally optional, then our oil, our sconnet, our tomatoes, totally optional of course, and then our scent leaf, and then our crayfish. Of course the unripe plantain has to be very unripe, like almost very unripe. So we're going to start by cutting the plantain. Cutting the plantain can be a little bit sort of a hard work, but of course it's not that very hard. You just have to find the edges of the plantain, then pull your knife through, and then cut it open, like give a mark on it, then use your hands to peel it out. And sometimes of course it can be very tedious and kind of overwhelming, but then this is the price we pay when we want to eat healthy food. And then I'm going to repeat the process for the other plantains. Remember to follow through the edges, give a mark, then use your hands to open it, and sometimes it can really get messy. Yeah, your hands might get sort of messy. Then I'm going to start cutting the plantain into tiny chunks. Some people prefer theirs to be big, but I like my own to be sort of tiny. So I'm going to cut it into 4 different places, then turn the other side, cut it to another 4 different places, then gently cut it. The way you do your carrots when you want to cut your carrot, dice your carrots. This is what I'm going to do. But if you want it bigger, of course you can make it bigger. But I like to have it small, in smaller chunks. It makes it really come together when you're cooking, and it gives you the perfect pottage, not porridge. Don't forget. So yes, after cutting it, we're going to go straight to cooking. So there are 2 different methods to cooking plantain porridge. I cooked this particular method today. It's because I was actually in a hurry and I was hungry and I needed to cook this food. So I'm going to start by adding my hot water that was already pre-boiled before now. And I'm going to be adding my washed stockfish and my washed dry fish. Then I'm going to cover it and let it cook for about 5 to 10 minutes on the max. After about 10 to 12 minutes, I'm going to check if it's boiled. Then I'm going to be introducing my sliced tomatoes, and then give it a good stir. Then add my sliced onions, then I'm going to add my ponmo or cow skin to cook alongside the food or the plantain. Of course, ponmo is totally optional, and remember to wash it very well if you must use it. And then I'm going to be adding my Botch sconnet or fresh pepper, or whatever pepper you want to use. Then I'm going to add in my crayfish. I'm going to be adding I think about 3 tablespoonfuls. Or if you like crayfish like me, you can add more, because I usually like a lot of crayfish. I'm going to add some salt for some taste. And then not forgetting my seasoning cubes, not to the rescue. And I'm going to give it a good stir so that the ingredients can incorporate into the food, especially the ponmo or the cow skin. Then I'm going to be adding my palm oil. Give it another stir. And then, because I like pepper, I had to add another extra dry pepper for some extra tang. And then this is something I didn't mention before. This is ogiri, okpei. You must have heard about it. So it used to give it that extra specialties. I mean, if you're an Igbo person, you understand what ogiri does to food. Since I didn't blend it alongside my crayfish and my pepper, I had to put it inside hot water, melted it before pouring it into the food. And I'm going to throw in my iced fish. Of course, you might want to put your fish when your food is almost done so that it doesn't, break into pieces. Then allow it to cook for like 7 to 8 minutes. Then give it a stir. Plantain pottage doesn't really take time to cook, but the stockfish and the dry fish can take a little bit time to cook to get done. So you might want to see that it's almost done before you start adding your crayfish and other ingredients. So give it a stir. Okay, it's almost done. It doesn't take time. Typically 30 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes is done. So I'm just going to cover it, let it cook for another 10 minutes. I think it's done by now, and you don't want to overcook it, especially the fact that I added my iced fish. So if you keep cooking it, your iced fish is going to kind of get very soft. And if you don't want your plantain to be very, very extremely soft, but if you want it to be soft, maybe we have teeth problem or teeth issues, you can make it soft. Other than that, once it's done, just put it off and add your scent leaf. And yummy, the food is ready. Very yummy. Plantain pottage is very, very nutritious, highly nutritious. Alright, plantains are rich sources of carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. And one thing about them is that they are easily digestible because it has fiber, which promotes bowel regularity, and so it softens your stool. And then it also has a good amount of vitamin C, which can also act as an antioxidant. And it also has potassium, which can help control your heart rate and your blood pressure. But unripe plantain is actually very beneficial. Like it had so many uses. It's also very good for diabetic patients. And I hope after today you're going to make plantain pottage a part of your meal weekly. So thank you guys for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit like, pet your friends, and help this ministry grow. Thank you. Until later. Bye.